Hi there, this is Universal Missionary, and thank you once again for watching another video that I have produced today. And I just also recently uploaded another video just recently today that I made last week about the gauntlet being unfair and a few other things about the mega event that's going on today. And this one is going to be a sample of today's event, and I'm just here to discuss the new event called New Providers is Live. And so this one is the first part of the 4-part Dominion series, which is going to include another legendary character for you to get for free. Usually the game gives you a 4 out of 5, so it's a great way to pick up legendaries. And so the game has been careful to provide you with characters of different skills, so that way you get no one character that gives you all the same skills. So you do get a lot of variety over all the different legends that you pick up. Of course, the last one was Belride's Bashir, which had basically medicine and security skills. The new character is going to have science, engineering, and command, so he does promise to be a very useful character. And so let's start by talking about our new event here. The New Providers is Live. Uncover the mystery behind the Jem'Hadar's flight from the Dominion. And so basically the Jem'Hadar are rebelling against the founders, and we have Seska as one of the characters for the event, Cardassian Seska, and then we have a couple of new characters. One is the alternate timelines Jadzia Dax, and we have the disease changeling founder. And I'm looking at these characters and I'm thinking, my god, this is another feminism event, man. And I'm like, my goodness, they all look ugly, man. Well, I mean, that's about as cheesy and crummy as my jokes are going to get today. But let's go ahead and get started today. And the event rewards, let's go ahead and go over them really quick. And so it's a 2-phase galaxy event, so that means that you're going to be contributing the items that you get in particular from all the event missions, away missions, or space battles. And so what you do is you gather 3 components and you convert them into one item that gives you a certain amount of points, and you rack up points. And based on the points, here are the event rewards that you get. A galaxy event means that in general you will get a solo and community reward, so you do get chronotons. And so here you have the festive Jadzia Dax, and you get some of the components that you earn toward building her up. And then from here you get more chronotons and another copy of Jadzia Dax. And then you get some of the some of her higher level components, and you get some of the you get a kit as well. And at 6,500 is the first of 4 of the disease changeling founder. And so this character is going to be a super rare character, and you get 4 of them. 3 you will get from the threshold rewards, and then the last one you will get from the community reward. So basically you don't have to do anything but just simply score a few points in order to take advantage of the community rewards. And I'll go over that in just a moment. Let's see. And so you get more chronotons, which will help you obviously with the event itself. And it's always good to start off with a lot of chronotons at the very beginning. I don't have anything to use them for because all of my characters, I'm not working on any new characters right now until this event. So this event will be the first time I work on some new characters. And so you also get merits And here is your first legendary character, so let's go ahead and go over him. And his name is Adhar Ruafu. Adhar Ruafu. And so he's a Sona, brutal, villain, survivalist, and resourceful. So this character has none of the character traits that you need for a collection reward. And but he does have engineering, command, and science. And so already people are getting ready to immortalize this guy because of the what do you call them, the meritorious promotions that you get. And you get the one copy. And the game also offers you free copies up to level 50. So once you get this character, you get a pop-up message that says, for $24.99 United States US dollars, you can get another copy and everything that you need to get him to level 50. It's kind of like the game is offering you an escort service for this character, and I'm like, never did look at it that way, but that's how it is. And so for the next 4 weeks, the game will offer you a copy of this individual once you reach the proper level of points. And here is the one opportunity for you to get 10x standard time portal. And so those help out with some basic points. And then the game also offers you a legendary piece of the event crew that is to be focused on, which is the character here, the diseased changeling founder. He's a changeling dominion, desperate and brutal. Okay, wonder why she's all desperate. And well, the here is the community rewards I discussed today. At 3 million, you get your first copy of Seska, and then at 6. What is it? Okay, let me backtrack. It's 300 million for your first copy of Seska, and 600 million for your final copy, or depending on where in the game you are in terms of points, you get this copy for the Changeling Founder. And then finally at 1 billion community points, you get a standard 10x copy, standard 10x rewards of the, that means that you get a guaranteed super rare plus schematics and or rare characters. You may even get a legend, and usually it works out really nice when you do get a legend from this. I've often found that it's better to just simply go with whatever you get here. I've often gotten rewards, legends from community rewards. And let's talk about the solo ranked rewards. And so there is one thing I really do want to point out on this event, and that is that there is a new character that will come out on this event that you can work on your rares. And so it is going to be Tourist Jadzia Dax. And what a pretty one she is. Federation, Starfleet, Trill, Casual, and Romantic. She doesn't really have that much good science, but she is definitely good on command and diplomacy. So we'll keep an eye out on her once we do get the reward. So I definitely suggest that you try to get at least, I believe you need to get at least 3,000 rank in order to get her. And then of course the main prize is going to be alternate future Jadzia Dax. And then of course she has the same characteristics pretty much as the other Jadzia Dax. Federation, Starfleet, Exobiology, Astrophysicist, Trill, and Pilot. And so definitely a different character. This Tourist Jadzia Dax doesn't have any of those other ones. And then, of course, you get Kazon Seska. And every time I look at her, she looks like a really ugly pregnant woman. Bajoran, Cardassian, Kazon, Obsidian Order, Undercover Operative, and Villain. So, getting Kazon Seska, when you get her, and if you get all 4 pieces of her, if you get her immortalized, you can get another copy of your Cardassian trait for your collection. So, all you have to do is get 1,000 and over, and you'll get 4 copies of her. So, and then of course, as you go down the ranks, you get merits, and you get lesser amounts of pulls, rares, rare pulls, and everything, and that's about it. If you are in a squadron, then you get this here. And I'm just waiting. It looks like I'm having internet problems again. I hate this. Okay, here we go. And so you get replicators, and they're pretty useless in my opinion because you keep getting a whole bunch of them from the actual voyages. And I am going to go over this here in just 1 second. Okay, I get an offer here that I don't really care about. And so I'm going to go ahead and do this one really quick. And usually I do very well here. I don't have any problems reaching the 6-hour mark, but I'd rather not take any chances and not have to go any further than 6 hours, because I don't think I'll make 8 right now. I have been able to make 8 hours on many occasions, but I'm not quite up to the point where I can get 8 hours consistently. So probably about 30 to 50% of the time I'll get 8-hour voyages completed. So let me go ahead and do a quick one here. In this particular trip, I am going to have to leave off a particular character because I'm very close to getting 50,000 honor, and that is going to mean that a particular character is going to get immortalized. Now, I have the other option, of course, today of being able to... This is the guy I'm talking about here, so I'm probably not going to put him on this voyage here today. So we're going to go ahead and get somebody else to fill in the blanks here today. And so this one has a engineering and security aspect, so we are going to go ahead and get let's see, let's just get him for the sake of argument today. I'll get this guy, villain, undercover operative, Federation, desperate, and chief science officer. This is where I don't use this character here today because of the fact that this character is going to be used specifically for this event. Civilian and Bashir. So we've got 2,800, and we've got a nice juicy silver of 8,000 and 6639. So not quite able to get him to 8 hours, but just want to try to see if we can get as many honor and points, chronotons as possible. So all right. Okay, I'm trying to claim as many points. As you can see, I have 48,704 honor points. That means I am only 1,300 points away. And I'm going to add a few more points to the pot. 160, so I just simply need about 1,200 more. So I am not yet ready to get that. I could get that later today. And then I've got some shuttle missions that are coming back in right now. And I think I've got one shuttle here. And that shuttle will be specifically from this one. I did this one because a successful completion of this voyage will actually give you some chronotons, and that will help you on this event. So I noticed that when you do these events for faction events, basically, shuttle events, and you do the winning faction rewards, the timer on these events is cut down by 30 minutes. Plus, if you succeed in doing well, you get extra rewards plus chronotons. So something to really think about. And I'm putting off on that. I'm not doing any voyages. And what I'm going to do is simple. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to do some I'm going to go ahead and get rid of him because I need to get honor. I'm going to try to get 50,000. I don't have enough to get 50,000 yet, but what I'm going to go ahead and do is for the fans that are watching, I'm going to go ahead and do a video later on just for the simple fact that I'm immortalizing a new character. So I'd like to go ahead and do that later on today. So 886 left to go. And we haven't even yet gotten to the actual event. How crazy is that today? All right, let's go ahead and get the event started. Usually once you start with the event, you're going to have some dialogue about the event itself, and let's see what the dialogue says. And says, I never thought it was possible, but the Jem'Hadar have abandoned us. And with their dereliction, many of the founders are left weak and abandoned. Though it is counterintuitive, we have no choice but to reach out to you. Regardless of our past with the Dominion, the Federation will not abandon you. It runs counter to everything we stand for to leave you like this. We will help you find and recover the others stranded throughout the Alpha Quadrant. I'm grateful, but I'm still so shocked. The Jem'Hadar rightly view us as gods. To lose the faith after all these years, who has such powers of persuasion? We'll worry about that later, Captain. I'll take care of the alien founder here. I'm counting on you and your crew to find the others. Okay, so once again, let's talk about what's going on here today. We've already got 70 million points on this victory points needed to get the first piece. Okay, and as always, it's always important to have the characters that you need for this event. And of course, you have several characters that will be useful in this event. And number one is going to be your four. It's going to be four event crew that will actually be useful. Number one are the three particular characters for this event: Kazon Seska, alternate future Jadzia Dax, and then of course the disease founder. They will provide the highest bonuses as well as the name of the other character that you get later on in the event, and he's good. He gives the highest bonuses for all 4 events. And then, of course, variations of those characters. These are the characters that I have. And you also have any Dominion characters that will that are a part of the event itself. And so I've got Weiyun 4. Weiyun 4 will be useful here. He is a Vorta. It looks like this guy is also Dominion because he's Breen, and so he's part of that as well. I've also got the Changeling Bashir. He's also that. And then I've got Kilana. She's another Vorta. And then sorry about that, I got a message here. And then I've got the actual founder, the good, healthy Changeling founder. And so she's also very useful here. And then also I happen to have, for the actual event, I've got several Jadzias. So let's go ahead and go over those really quick. I've got this little puppy. She's immortal, so she's also going to be very helpful here. And then I've got Klingon Bride Jadzia Dax. 3 out of 5 stars on this particular baby. And then I've got Jadzia Dax here. The 1701. And then let's see who else I might have. And I believe I've got Festive Jadzia Dax as well. Not a very strong one, but still helpful. Also, most of the ones that I'm going to have that are going to be useful are going to simply be the versions of Jadzia Dax, and probably some of the Vorta and or the founders. So depending on the different traits here, you will see the different traits. This one is Changeling Founder or Rafu and Dominion. And then Changeling Founder, Dax, Seska, Rafu, and Dominion. And then Dax, Seska, Changeling Founder, Rafu, and Dominion. So, but there's also trait bonuses, and those help out as well. And I'm going to go ahead and do something a little bit different today, and that is that I'm going to go ahead and apply certain boosts. So this one is going to have, we're going to just simply put Weiyun in here, and here you can apply a boost. And right now the boost that I have is, let's see, 28%. And if I go ahead and make that, it's going to go up to, okay, I'm going to go and try use this one over here. See, that brings it up to 36%. Not bad, but if you look at this over here, that brings it up to 43%. Not great, but if you need that boost, it will help you out. Ultimately, the point is that you want to try to get the rare rewards. And these are the rare rewards here. And you get, every time you get a rare reward, let's go ahead and just do one for the sake of argument here today. Every time you get a rare reward, it comes over here on the left. This lights up and you see this pop. It's reports. And then once you get that right there, then you get points on the board here. And they really start you off with a measly amount of points. Okay. Looks like I need these, and I'm going to go ahead and get a bunch of these here in a little bit. So that way we have what we need. And let me go ahead and put some points, and I'm now on the board in this game. and that means that I can go ahead and collect everything that's going to be coming in. You don't have to participate in this game, to get rewards. You can just simply get the 10 points, and if you don't have time, you can just simply get 10 points and then just kick back and just let everybody else do the work, and you get that. But the harder that you work, the better rewards you get. I always try to advise a plan, and that is the best thing to do is get the main character, the event character in this event, because you do get 4 copies as long as you complete all of the threshold rewards. And then, of course, the community also gives you 1 for free. So get that character maximized to immortal, and then, of course, you get the highest rewards and the highest bonuses for the game itself. Last but not least, let's go over here to the time portal. And if you have this, I strongly suggest that you use it. Get a supply kit, activate it. And if you don't, use, of course, dilithium to go ahead and make that purchase. And so let's go ahead and work on a few items here. And a lot of people, what they like to do is they like to go ahead and save up all these rare rewards, and toward the end, what they like to do is they like to just simply rack them up and then start spending them. It's up to you. If you want to get to the threshold rewards more rapidly, go ahead and just simply start using them right away. And I've been saving up a lot of points, a lot of items, because I want to have as many items as possible so that I can be able to work on improving my crew as fast as I can. And once you get, like I said, once you get these characters, try to get them up to to maximum level, and that way they will perform better for you in this event. So I'm going to need a lot of those right there, as you can see. And my tactic is going to be that I'm probably going to use a lot of regular away missions and not space battles, because the skirmishes have been giving me a lot of items that can only come from space battles, and one area or one side of the actual game has been lopsided. So that leaves me with other areas that I can't do well in, or I can't accumulate points because I've been focusing on space battles during the skirmish events. But for this particular event, the away missions components are actually in really short supply. And so what I'm going to do is probably focus a lot on that. But you can do space battles to get you hollow emitters, so that way you can go ahead and upgrade your star bases. Okay, and so we have our Jadzia Dax. Looks like we have, I believe, our first copy. And I've got 2023. Chronotons for this particular event. And so, a lot of people are going to do really well on this event. I strongly suggest that you take advantage. And it's a great, this is a great event for beginners. And so what I'm going to go ahead and do is wish you luck on this event. If you have any questions, please post them on the video. I would like to go ahead and ask you, if you've liked this video, go ahead and put a like on it. If you're interested in watching more videos, subscribe. And thank you very much for watching Star Trek Timelines. Have a great day.